Welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV. We are just about ready to head out to Dorma, I believe. We've had a chat with Command and decided that a two-pronged offensive against the Garleans should suffice. So I imagine we'll be on our way. Or at least planning to be on our way. Where men go as one, there is life, and where there is life, there is cause to hope. Our grandfather believed that, and so do I. But before we can forge ties with our friends in the Far East, we must first find a way to reach them. Othard is not exactly over the river, and through the woods. I am one step ahead of you, dear sister, or rather, Tartaru is. But before we discuss that, there is another issue I wish to address. Much as I would like it if we could all make it. Much as I would like it if we could all make this journey together, someone will need to remain to serve as liaison to the Alliance and the Resistance during this critical period. Moreover, as Y'shtola cannot be left unattended, then I should obviously remain. Very well, issue addressed. You know, Alphanord, it would have been quicker just to ask, and markedly less patronising. Yes, I suppose. Would you be willing to look after Y'shtola and provide support to Arenvald and the others? Yes, Alphanord, I would. You see, that wasn't so hard, was it? Enjoy your trip, and don't you dare return with a gift. Hadn't intended to. Oh, I would not dream of it. Right then, sister, Geico, Lise, gather your things, we are for Limsa Laminsa. I do apologise, I seem to have a rather funny voice at the moment. Never mind. Right then, to Limsa Laminsa it is. Should we use one of these? Depends how much it costs to get there via teleport. 412, yes, we should definitely use one of them. That should at least cut it in half. Kind of. And that's a favoured destination as well. Bloody hell. So I currently have an issue on my mind, which is the spending of money and how my mental state links to that. So over the last few days, I have been very free with my spending. What my sensible brain would normally sort of stagger, as in don't buy loads and loads of things at once, buy some things and then hold off buying the next until whenever, blah blah blah. Where are we going? Map. Lower left. Really? Speak with Alphanord and Limsa. Well, it's not on the lower decks, I can tell you that. It must be on the upper deck. Yeah. So I've been just freely spending money. It's all based around airsoft stuff and, you know, putting things together. So what I've found interesting is that there's a desire to spend that money and, you know, make things happen, have everything ready and done. However, for me, I find when I've spent that amount of money, I don't so much feel satisfied with what I've done as I feel horrendously guilty about what I've done. So over the last few days, given my spending, I've felt a little bit full of guilt. Anyway, we'll come back to that. Tartaru should be here any moment with our ship's captain. And so we're going by sea after all. Is Melwood blending us our pick of the Crimson Fleet? Not exactly. You are right, inasmuch as we'll be travelling by sea. Regrettably, it's simply not feasible for an airship to travel such a distance without impossibly large fuel reserves, to say nothing of the inevitability of running afoul of the Empire's aerial defences. But then it's equally infeasible to sail an Eorzean Alliance vessel halfway around the world without the Empire taking notice. Which leaves us with only one other option. Ah, speak of the devil. Sid? Nope, Tartaru. Sorry to keep you waiting. May I present to you Captain Carvalian? Carvalane? Captain Carvalane of the Kraken's Arms. Captain? The hell is that you're wearing? On your back? Oh, it's an axe. Ah, okay. The Kraken's Arms? Don't tell me you made a deal with pirates. Greetings and salutations, Scions. I take it from your comrade's tone that you no longer wish to proceed with our proposed arrangement. Not at all, Captain. Pray forgive my sister her outburst. She's ever been one to speak her mind. I, on the other hand, am the very soul of discretion, as many well-respected personages would attest, from the offices of the Admiral to the high houses of Ishgard. Okay. But where was I? Oh yes, Scions of the Seventh Dawn do indeed still wish to employ your services. However, it's important that you're aware of certain extenuating circumstances. Yes, the Empire is after us. And intent on securing passage to the Far East, you came to us, knowing us to be the proud purveyors of said region's finest spices, which you steal from gods-fearing merchants out on the high seas. Whatever privateering the Kraken's Arms may or may not engage in is strictly within the limits of the law, as set forth by our indefatigable keeper of the peace. More to the point, we are pragmatists. I see considerable risk in aiding your cause and negligible profit. Well, I for one think the captain has a point. The five seas can be extremely treacherous, and many a poor unfortunate soul has come to grief out there on the waves. Why, when we were in Ishgard, I heard the tragical tale of how the heir to House Dirandare vanished at sea. Even now, nearly 20 years later, the poor Count remains convinced that his son still lives and would pay a sultan's ransom for news of his whereabouts. Crafty. Haha. Ahahahahaha. Truly a tragedy for the ages, and a testament to the misfortunes that may befall us should we act without due consideration. But so long as you're prepared to abide the capricious whims of fate, I am willing to oblige you this once. That said, in light of the recent rebellion, I trust you understand that I cannot deliver you to Doma itself. I can take you only as far as Kugain in Hingashi. We will require time to procure sufficient provisions and make ready for departure. I humbly suggest you do the same. Agreed. Bye-bye. Suddenly all those hours Tartaru passed cavorting and capering at the Forgotten Knights seem rather better spent, do they not? That said, I had intended to press the point more obliquely, and there was something disconcerting about the pleasure Tartaru took in making Captain Carvalane squirm. Yes, there was a bit. So yeah, as I was saying, I at the moment have this strange frame of mind where I'm aware that I've spent a lot of money and I feel pretty bad about it. And I don't feel like I should feel bad about it, but I do. So that's the long and short of it, basically. Having a weird moment in my head right now. I say we should heed the captain's advice and attend to our own preparations while they ready the vessel for departure. Tartaru and I will procure the necessary supplies. Alice, I should be grateful if you would use the time to brief Orangutan on recent developments. You may also wish to review the relevant safety procedures in the event of an emergency at sea. How very prudent of you. Very well, I shall go and speak with him. What of Geico and Lise? I would like the two of you to return to Revenant's Toll. and speak with our Dorman allies. I fear we know too little of their homeland, and any information they can provide would be most welcome. When we've completed our respective tasks, we will reconvene here at the ferry docks. Agreed? Sounds like a plan. Let's go, Geico. Right. We shan't teleport to Revenant's Toll, because I imagine that's going to cost us quite a bit. 200. Yeah, go on. It's only about, well, it's 120 to get the airship to Gridania. Just say the extra 180 is convenience. Or however much more it was. 120. No. Yeah, 120. 123. But despite my strange frame of mind, I'm sure everything will be okay once I've slept on it, and I get paid this evening as well, so that should do something to soothe my troubled mind. Well, here we are. We'll need to talk to lots of people, so I think we should split up. I'll go ask around at the House of Splendours, you take the Rising Stones, I'll meet you here after. Got it? Got it. Oh yeah, how many tombstones have we got? Still only 21. We need to do more missions. Are we going... Yep, I guess we're going actually into the Rising Stones. And the Bowways. What's that mission in there all about? I don't know what this mission is, but I haven't taken it. The time has come, Warrior of Light. We must move against the warring triad now, or suffer the consequences. The seal is cracked and the icons stir. Should they be allowed to awaken and resume their titanic conflict, it will be alike to the coming of a second calamity. You, Geico, represent our best hope of eliminating this threat. That said, the very act of entering the containment facility itself presents certain unique challenges. So unique, in fact, that I struggle to locate an individual with the requisite talents to surmount them. Were it not for the impressively diverse connections of your fellow scions, I might still be searching. Happily, however, they were able to furnish me with a suitable candidate. Now, along with you and your echo-blessed companions, all the pieces we need to proceed with this deadly game are arrayed upon the board. Victory hinges upon no less than the total destruction of the warring triad. We must also wear the interference of those who covet the Allagan's primal harnessing technology. I speak, of course, of the blindly grasping hand of the Garlean Empire and its fumbling agents. The ignorant meddling of the Empire will serve only to hasten the Icon's awakening, and it is my master's desire that the Triad be dispatched before the Imperial forces delve too deeply. Being the nearest to wakefulness, the Icon Sephiroth should be your first adversary. Oh, really? Make your preparations and join me on the flagship in Azizlar. We shall speak further there. Okay. Well, I was unaware that there was still a mission left to do in there. So we have that, but I won't do it just yet. Let's speak to some of the Dormans. Greetings, Geico. What brings you to the Toll this day? Tell me about your homeland. What? You are for Doma? Heavens, you scions have shown us naught but kindness, but never in my wildest dreams did I imagine you would fight for our homeland. For 25 years we suffered under their tyranny, and then we spied an opportunity. The Emperor, dead, Garlemald in chaos. It seemed the time was ripe. Beneath our Lord's banners we gathered, and fought to reclaim our nation. but when Xenos arrived with the 12th Legion, it was over in an instant. Okay. Hosan? Hmm? What is it, my friend? You look as though you have something to ask. I do. That you go to join Yugiri and Gosetsu in the fight fills me with such joy. Ah, forgive my exuberance. You require information, yes? We of the Nagae clan have served Doma faithfully for generations. My ancestors held positions within Doma Castle, even. Now it is home to the Imperial Viceroy's witch and her host of men and Magitech. To think that what was once the shining symbol of our heritage and the seat of dear Lord Kyan has become a den for Garlean dogs. Indeed. It's a terrible tragedy. Where's the last one? Hello? Must be over this side. There you are. Home A. You are truly planning to travel to Doma? I do not know what to say. Forgive me, I shall aid you to the best of my ability. Ours is a beautiful land, nestled on the eastern coast of Othard. Along the banks of the One River, our nation thrived, proud and free, until the Garleans came 25 years ago. The river was our lifeblood, free to travel and to fish. But travel was soon restricted, and now the river belongs to none. Okay. I've gathered all I can from this lot. Let's see who else fancies a chat. Oh, I feel slightly exhausted this evening as well. Like my brain's done too much. Although I don't think I've done that much today. Did some necessary stuff, but nothing overly taxing. Sometimes you just feel like that though. Sometimes your brain just goes, hey, it's a day to be tired. So you're tired. Ah, there you are. Learn anything interesting? The older Domans I spoke with tried to teach me about Far Eastern customs and the importance of formality and politeness. I'd like to think Eorzeans can be just as stiff and stuffy as anyone, especially Ishgardians, but anyway. Did you know they eat with sticks? It wasn't that hard actually. Wasn't all that hard actually, or at least that's what I thought until they told me I was holding them wrong. And then when I spoke with the younger Domans, they just rolled their eyes and told me it was all a load of stupid old... Wow. What you learned sounds a lot more useful. Unless someone invites us for dinner, of course. I hope they do. Okay. What we got? Right, no point waiting around here, is there? We should head back to Limsiliminsa. Alphanord said to meet at the ferry docks, I think. Right, back we go. Teleport. Limsa. A cheeky nugget. Spiffing name. And to the docks. Looks like somebody's putting on a bit of a performance, probably in the Aetherite Plaza. some carbuncle before we forget. Okay, don't know why that took that long. Nope, passed. Alphanord. You are returned, Geico. I trust you learned much from our Doman friends in Revenant's Toll. I am eager to hear all, though that can wait until we've left port. We will have time enough to talk on our journey to Kagain. Our spice trading friends have completed their preparations. Assuming you've completed yours, you may inform the deckhand that we are ready to depart. Sure. All set, lad. I'll see you to the ship if so. Aboard the Misery. Wow, that's an auspicious name. All aboard.
どうやら間に合ったようですね。
あら、
How can we
グ
help?
リエンジャー、見送りに来てくれるなんて思わなかったわ。
遥か東方に向かい大航海に出立する皆様に一つの詩を送らんとやってまいりました。日いずる地にて生まれし赤き輝き烈火となりて日沈む地にて生まれし青き輝きを食らわん。
Okay. Was there a point to that?
なんだか不吉なしね。お得意の予言師ってやつかしら。
東方由来の古い詩の一節ですよ。心備えておけば避けうる災いもあるもの。それを知っておいていただきたいのです。
いつもながら回りくどいんだから。でもまあ、ウリエンジェ流の贈り物だと思っておくわ。
アリゼー様、あなたには別の贈り物もあります。
Ooh. A brand new sword.
綺麗な細剣。これを私に？
エーテルの刃は優れた武器なれど、成長過程にあるあなたの心身には負担も大きい。特別にしつらえた品ですので、ご信用にはなりましょう。
It's very kind of
魔
you.
法をかけて私のエーテル波長に合わせているのね。すごく手に馴染むわ。ありがとう。
Oh.
さて乗客の皆さん、そろそろ出港したいのですが、今吹いているいい風を逃したくはありません。
Let's do it.
そういうことらしいわ。じゃあね、ウリエンジェ。後のことは任せたわよ。サンクレットにもよろしく伝えておいてね。
Cheerio. All aboard the Misery. Interesting, what do they call the things on the front of ships. I can't remember what they're called. One of them. It's an interesting one of them. Ooh.
風も波も上々です。我らが愛すべきミゼリー号の起源もね。
Glad to hear it.
東方までは長旅になりますから、あまり気を張らずに船室で休んでいてください。
This is plush. It's like a stage. Uh.
頭、なんだか妙なことが。風もないで潮の流れも止まっているってのに。
Oh God. Is it Leviathan?
引っ張られる？
それで例のやつが出たんじゃないかって。船乗りどもが騒いでやがるんで。
バカな。ともかく甲板に上がります。英雄殿、あなたも来てくれますか？嫌な予感がするのです。
That's alright. I'd rather you tell me if you've got a bad feeling about something. Then we can do something about it. What's going on, Captain? Odd. Most odd. Well, do you have any idea what's going on? No. As the man said, despite the absence of wind and current, the misery is somehow being pulled off course. Well, why not fire up the ceruleum engines you have hidden below? An excellent suggestion based on knowledge you should not have. Alas, our engines appear to be malfunctioning for reasons that escape my engineers at present. I'm telling you, Captain, it's them things the lads saw. Things? I don't suppose I could convince you to attempt something more descriptive. An adjective, for example. Seawolf superstitions and fairy tales, naught more. But if you must know, the things which he is so reticent to name are the souls of deceased women said to lure sailors to their deaths. Preposterous. Yes, indeed. If it is neither the sea nor the weather which is responsible, then it's probably a predatory entity of some sort, perhaps a siren of some such. Or some such. For all we know, it could be a fellow spice trader employing magics to seize and plunder passing vessels. Regardless, we have but one recourse, to let the current take us where it will, and deal with whatever we find there. Okay. Alphanord, you haven't looked this worried for a long time. What a thoroughly pragmatic suggestion. Oh, I am beginning to like you, girl. I assure you, the feeling is not mutual. Once we arrive at our destination, be it a vessel or an island or something else, Lisa and I will remain with the ship to defend it in case of attack. Geico, I believe you would be the ideal choice to venture forth and deal with the cause of our troubles. I always am. Then it's settled. I know not what awaits us, but it will rue the day it reeled us in. That's the spirit. Oh. Oh, it is a duty. Okay. The Siren Song Sea. Enter the Siren Song Sea. Okay. With the aid of Captain Garlean and his misery, you and your companions have embarked on a lengthy voyage to the far east. Alas, no voyage across the five seas is entirely uneventful. The ship has been dragged off course by a mysterious force, and the men have begun to whisper of strange things in the water. Needless to say, you and your fellow adventurers will be having none of that. Once the ship reaches its unknown destination, you will go ashore and deal with whatever fiends you find. Join. Right, it says 8 minutes. You know the drill. I will see you in a bit. Okie dokie. In we go. I think that was only about 3 or 4 minutes. Hiya. Ooh. All question marks. Oh my god, what the hell are they? Ooh, it's a very off-key version of the song. Why don't we have a carbuncle? Oh, that's why I changed to fisherman while I was waiting. I thought maybe I could fish off the side of the boat. I was wrong. Okay, so we've got a full team and Alice and Alphinaud as well for some reason. Oh, I spoke to Lise as we were waiting, and she confirmed that Alphinaud has been scared of ghost stories since he was little, so that's why he was so panicked. Cool. Next. Island dead ahead. Brace for impact. Oh god. Ugh. Okay. Off we go. Go. The shrimp on the barbie. That looks nasty. Reflection of Carlabos. Fancy name for a sea scorpion, whatever the hell it is. Whoa, what the hell is that? Luga. I do not like it. Do not like it one bit. Oh, shite. Shite. Ooh. Seeing some nice amounts of damage. Always good. That one takes a while to charge up, which is a good thing. I imagine getting caught in that would be pretty terrible. Everyone seems to be standing behind. Luga ain't shit. You ain't shit, boy. What's that? Fending. Agreed on it. Sell it if we don't need it. Ooh, looks like lots of ships have suffered terrible fates. Ah! Cannon fire. Oh, phantom cannon fire. Hates it when that happens. Justin so run down the timer on the on that thing when you're doing your last death flare ruin attack. Albatross. Sea monk. That's like a horrific cross between a jellyfish and a stingray or a manta ray or whatever it is. Everyone here? Oh, I've got the map on. Treasure! Aiming. Skinless skipper. Walk straight into that. Taking care of the additionals, or are we just going straight through? Ding. Let's put my phone on silent again. Down they go. This isn't too bad. I'm going the wrong way. Yep. Ooh, it's a big glowing skeleton. The whipjacks. Okay. The governor. Doesn't look like any sort of governor I ever saw. Let's take him down. Interesting variation on the area of effect attacks. Let's get some shields up. I don't know what to do. Whether I stand here and take it or try and... I don't know. What do I do? What do I do? I've got some horrific magic vulnerability going on now. Hopefully we can take him out before this becomes a problem. It kind of is a problem, but... Shield. Help. Help. Help me. We got him. Down he goes. What's in that one? Casting. Need. Slaying. Read. I've still got that magical vulnerability going on. Nope, I don't. This could be a problem. Some capture. Get him. Did alright there. Did alright. Chest. Aiming. Greed. That was what a need roll got me. A 2. You are joking, aren't you? Or does it work differently somehow? Ow. Feeling that needs to die first. Sorry, not being very chatty during this fight, but that's because I've never done it before and I don't know what I'm doing. Arrive at the glowering Krauts. Defeat Lorelei. Lorelei does sound a bit siren-y. Oh, good God, what the hell are you? Oh, we're still in this cutscene. We've got a thing. Oh, we've got bloods. Nice. Ooh, I've got forced march. Oh, I guess that just means I run headlong into whatever's in front of me. Not a terrible spell, but I suppose it could be bad if there was something for me to run into in my path. Like one of these. Afraid. I guess I just want to make sure that I'm not facing any of those blue blobs when it decides to make the force march. Ooh, good lord. Did some yeah, that's not what I wanted. I guess somebody used the limit break. Thanks, BBC. This hasn't been the most terribly difficult of bosses. I had expected something slightly more difficult. Maybe it's just because our team is absolutely badass. We do seem to be kicking our ass in a rather splendid fashion. the cutscene. We shall watch, because we've never done this one before. Right. Who wants to play a commendation? Oh. Okay, I'll just take all the things. Well, as far as I can tell, we only got one thing that was vaguely related to our class there in the loot. It's where we're meant to be. The 12.
どうやら怪物は始末してくださったようですね。ミゼリー号の方はどうにか修理が終わりました。これで航海を再開できそうです。
That's great news.
やれやれ。海の怪談話なんてもうごめんだよ。早々にこの島から離れるとしよう。
Yes, trying to soil yourself, Alphanord. And our journey continues. Guess that's Doma there. Or is it? Brand new continent. Ooh.
遥か東方のオサード小大陸、そのさらに東の海に浮かぶは東の国。
Wow.
長く鎖国を続けるこの国の中で、ただ一つ凸国に開かれた港、クガネ。国際色に彩られた美しい港町から、私たちは再び歩みを進めることになる。
Well, this is extraordinary. Falcon Porter. Thank you. Congratulations, you now stand in Kugain, the western port of Hingashi. Regrettably, the only port in this nation open to foreign trade. Oh, and I do apologise for the unforeseen difficulties which befell us during our journey. Needless to say, your assistance in overcoming them was much appreciated. You're welcome. I think we also levelled up as well. We did. Incidentally speaking. Well, here we are. We have arrived in the Far East, and I think we will leave it there for now. I won't do any more in this strange new land. We'll give it a brand new episode all of its very own to start off our adventure in Hingashi. So for now, from myself and the erstwhile crew of the Misery, it's goodbye, and I will see you in Hingashi. Cheerio.